him. He's a great player. But overall, I think our defense did a great job of just pursuing and being relentless. You know, guys were flying around all over the place. Played a lot of snaps on defense overall as a defense, but you didn't see it quit from this defense. And it was just a fight that can't be taught, and that's something that we pride ourselves on.
Being an edge, how important was it for you and Patrick, I guess, to really hold the edge and kind of understand the assignment tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were going to try to bounce the ball, and they were going to do a lot of things to try to mess with our eyes, and we needed to keep the QB in the pocket. So it was something that we harped on all week with Coach Peoples, and you know, me and Pat, you know, we tried to get after it and do our job tonight.
Can you speak to the tandem between you and Whit? It seemed pretty easy for you all taking down Sellers.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun playing with that guy. You know, we have a lot of fun on the field, and, you know, we're both super physical, aggressive players, so when you put us on the same side of the field, like when I'm a boundary and he's a Will, it's really fun. It's a really good duo. It's fun.
You were able to get a sack tonight. What does that do for the confidence and kind of, you know, I guess, mojo or momentum, I guess, for the team?
Yeah, obviously, you know, I'm super happy with that, but, you know, I left a few out there on the table, and I got to go back to work, and, you know, I could have had 4 tonight. So that's the big takeaway for me is I got to get better, and, you know, we got to keep getting better as a team because this team, sky's the limit if we just continue to play complementary football and play better football together.
Do you feel like you kind of took a step forward in that aspect in this game?
Yeah, 100%. No, I mean, overall, I'm happy with the way I played, but, you know, I'm always looking for more. I've always expect more out of myself, and I'm just excited to get back to work on Monday because we got a lot of games ahead of us and a lot of good teams, and I'm looking forward to some really good SEC ball and playing with my brothers.
You only gave up 1 touchdown, but it's the kind of touchdown that Coach Kelly wasn't happy about, or Blake Baker either, right? It was one long run.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just got to go back in the film on Monday, look at our gaps, and we got to play gaps down. You know, one guy gets out of his gap, it's, you know, that's how those big runs bust. You know, can't play 10 people can't be doing their job. All 11 have to be doing their job, and we got to work together as a unit. You know, that's why it's a team sport, not an individual sport. You know, so we'll address it and we'll get back to work.